Well, good morning, my friends. This morning's live stream catches me in the midst of my morning walk. I'm out here in the beautiful desert. Sorry, I was running trying to get to a certain spot, and I didn't quite make it. So we're doing a little off-roading here this morning, just us. There we go. I found the tiniest bit of shade. Father Chris's message the other day got me thinking when he was talking about finding God in popular music. It made me stop and think about some of the things that I like, the things that appeal to me. And one of them is actually from a Jimmy Buffett song, Margaritaville. Yes, friends, full disclosure, your rector is a parrot head. I do really enjoy Jimmy Buffett's music. No, I've never been to one of the concerts. Hopefully when the world comes back to some semblance of normalcy, I'll have an opportunity to go and do that. But I was always attracted to the song Margaritaville, and it took me a long time to figure out what it was about that song that worked for me. And it's really this. If you know the song, he's talking about kind of wasting his life in Margaritaville, and you get to the first end of the first chorus, and it says, some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Well, and then you get to the second verse, and you come back to the chorus, and this is where it gets kind of interesting, because Jimmy says, some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know, oh, well, it could be my fault. And we go through another chorus, and then when we get to the end, he's sort of gone through his journey, and he says, some people claim there's a woman to blame, but I know, pardon my language, it's my own damn fault. I love that. I love the journey that we go on in that fairly short song. And it's so easy to overlook that because, hey, let's face it, it's just a fun ode to a cocktail. And yet, there's something deeply spiritual about that journey. He goes from taking no responsibility to contemplating, well, maybe I have some responsibility, to going, oh, hey, guess what? It really is all my fault. And I imagine what happens to the protagonist afterward is he ponders that and perhaps even makes some changes in his life. It's a journey of self-discovery, and it's a journey of growth and self-improvement. Oh, pardon me, I got a little bit of sunscreen in my eye here. But don't worry, I'm a mile away from anybody else, so there's no way anybody's going to see me without my mask here. The other thing, as I think about it, is my favorite movie of all time. Now, I'll give you a quick second here to fill in the blank. What would be Father Rick's favorite movie of all time? And no, I'm not going to... Well, I will give it away, sure. It's not Casablanca. It's not Citizen Kane. It's not even Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, which was probably a contender for a while there. No, it is, of all things, Groundhog Day. Yeah, you heard me right. Groundhog Day, that sort of light romantic comedy from the 80s with Bill Murray and Andie MacDowell. The reason I love that movie, and again, it took me quite a while to understand what made me love that movie. No, Father Chris, it's not The Godfather. Moving on. What made me love Groundhog Day so much is that Bill Murray embarks on that same kind of journey to discovery that Jimmy Buffett goes through in Margaritaville. If you don't know the movie, I highly recommend it. You can get it anywhere. But let me give you a really quick plot synopsis. And if you haven't seen it and want to not be spoiled, stop this recording right now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, you're staying with me. You must want to know what's coming. So Bill Murray is a very spoiled and self-satisfied TV weatherman who gets forced to go to Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania to cover the Groundhog Day festival. And he goes through a miserable day, wakes up the next morning, only to find that it's Groundhog Day all over again, and he's living the same day again, but he's the only one who sees it. Everyone else acts as if it's the new day. And this goes on for days and days and days, and he gets really angry and he gets upset, but then he realizes, wait a minute, now I can live life with no consequences, I can do anything I want, and then he embarks on a journey of just gluttony and anything he can do to make himself happy. He robs a bank, he has probably not the best relationships with some women, but then he realizes as time goes on that doesn't satisfy him, and he tries to kill himself in a series of imaginative ways, and yet every morning he wakes up and finds himself still in Punxsutawney. And then a really strange thing happens. He decides that, well, since I have all this free time, perhaps I should embark on a journey of self-discovery, and that's exactly what he does. He reads poetry, he learns to play the piano, and he starts to actually listen to people and befriend them and help them. And before you know it, he's becoming a different man. He's becoming a person who cares more about others than he cares for himself. And it is only when he has made that complete transformation that he wakes to find that it is the day after Groundhog Day, and his life starts again, but in a way that he never imagined. Wow. Talk about a journey of self-improvement and of self-discovery. Both Jimmy Buffett's song and Bill Murray's movie, they show us that a journey of self-improvement and self-discovery is one well worth taking. And so, my brothers and sisters, I'm going to do just that. I'm going to get back out here and finish my run, because I too have committed to a little bit of self-improvement during this COVID time, and I encourage you to do the same. If you feel like you need to get moving and work off some of that COVID weight, well, great, do that. If you think you need to do a little bit more Bible study, wonderful. You all know how that works. If you just feel called to watch Groundhog Day and look at it with a new set of eyes, that too is part of a journey to self-discovery. But whatever you do, brothers and sisters, the first step is just getting off the couch and doing it. And so, with that, I will wish you God's peace, God's love. I send you God's blessings, and get out and work on your self-improvement. God bless you.